When everything around you shifts, what keeps you anchored? Welcome to HisTime365. Today is day 166, and Psalms 60 through 63 teaches us to seek God as our source of strength, satisfaction, and stability. Finding strength in struggle. A journey through Psalms 60 through 63. Life can sometimes feel like a battlefield, can it? As we navigate our daily struggles, we often find ourselves seeking strength and reassurance. Psalms 60 through 63 offer us a glimpse into the heart of David during tumultuous times, reminding us that even in our darkest moments, we can find solace and strength through our faith. Psalm 60 begins with a cry for help. David is in a state of distress, facing overwhelming odds. He reflects on the challenges Israel has faced, recognizing that despite their struggles, it is God who provides victory. "Thou hast cast us off," he laments, but he also comforts himself in the knowledge that God will help them triumph once more. Psalms 60, 1 through 2. This psalm resonates with anyone who has felt abandoned or defeated. It's a reminder that our setbacks are not the end. They can serve as the backdrop for God's glorious work in our lives. As David continues, he recalls past victories, which strengthens his faith in God's promises. He expresses a deep desire for God's assistance. Give us help from trouble. How often do we find ourselves in similar situations? Maybe it's a tough project at work, family dynamics that seem impossible, or financial troubles that weigh heavily on our minds. Like David, we can turn to God in prayer, asking for His help and guidance. Moving to Psalm 61, we see David seeking refuge in the Lord. "Lead me to the rock that is higher than I," captures that deep yearning for stability and support. This psalm resonates with anyone feeling overwhelmed, perhaps a parent juggling work and family life, or someone grappling with mental health challenges. It's a beautiful reminder that when life feels chaotic, we can find peace and strength in God. David continues to express his trust in God's protection and faithfulness. He speaks of God's shelter and the assurance that He will hear our prayers. This assurance can provide comfort, especially in our times of need. Think about those moments when you feel isolated or uncertain. Remembering that God is our refuge can bring immense peace. Psalm 62 shifts the focus to trusting in God alone. David insists, "My soul waiteth only upon God." In a world filled with distractions and noise, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. We often seek validation from our jobs, social media, or even our bank accounts. But David reminds us that our ultimate hope should rest solely in God. This message is particularly relevant today. Many of us chase after success, whether in our careers or personal lives, often at the expense of our spiritual well-being. We may find ourselves feeling anxious or unfulfilled despite our achievements. David's words challenge us to pause and reflect. Are we placing our trust in the right things? In Psalm 63, David expresses an intense longing for God, likening it to the thirst of a weary traveler in a dry desert. "My soul thirsteth for thee," captures that deep desire for connection with the divine. This imagery is powerful. It illustrates that just as our bodies need water to survive, our spirits need God to thrive. David's pursuit of God is not just about seeking relief, but about deepening a relationship. He remembers moments of worship and praises God for His love and faithfulness. This encourages us to cultivate our relationship with God, whether through prayer, worship, or simply spending quiet time in His presence. As we weave through these psalms, we see a common thread: the importance of seeking God in times of trouble, trusting in His protection, and nurturing our relationship with Him. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to forget these truths, but they are essential for our spiritual well-being. Consider this. When faced with a challenging situation, be it work-related stress, family conflicts, or financial woes, how often do we pause to seek God's guidance? Just like David, we can turn to Him, knowing that He will provide strength and comfort in our trials. In conclusion, Psalms 60 through 63 offer a rich tapestry of emotions and faith. They remind us that even in our lowest moments, we can find strength in God. When life feels overwhelming, let us remember to turn to Him, trust in His promises, and cultivate our relationship with the divine. In every struggle, seek God for strength and refuge. How can we apply David's example of seeking God in times of trouble to our daily lives? What are some practical ways we can cultivate a deeper relationship with God, similar to how David expressed his longing? In what areas of your life do you find it challenging to trust God, and how can you work on this? Thanks so much for joining me today for HisTime365. Remember, today's reading is Psalms 60 through 63. So be sure to spend some time with those verses during your quiet time. Tomorrow, we'll be diving into Psalms 64 through 66, so feel free to read ahead if you'd like to prepare. If you enjoyed this time together, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so that you never miss a day on this journey. I'll see you back right here tomorrow for day 167. Until then, stay encouraged, and thank you for giving God His time today.